pissed off with me about it if you want, but it's just the truth. It's super dark in here, and I don't know where my film lights are. I don't know how to fix lighting and like when I'm editing. Also, our night scenes are filthy. Hang on. Oh, it's so dark in here. As you can see from the title of this video, I'm going to be reading to you and showing you some of the ridiculous things that I have seen in some of the plant groups I'm in. I have to find my cat first. Hang on. Reptar. Just because you lay down doesn't mean you aren't doing it. Leave my plants alone. So there's a peace lily right there, like in the corner of the bedroom, and it's huge. Like it's easily like 3 foot wide, probably. And usually it's like propped up. It's like up. Yes.
I'm not worried about it. I'm sorry. I didn't.
You're good. Dad, you're fine.
Okay.
Hey, we were having a conversation.
Yeah, it's over now.
Rude. Oh, I know what I was saying. There's a peace lily in the corner, and normally it's like up and elevated because it's usually on a stool. But I'm using a stool for you guys to sit on. I'm going to read you some of the ridiculous things I've seen because plant people are crazy. It's actually in a group on Facebook because like I have a whole bunch. I think I'm in at least 7 groups. One's local and then the rest of them are just like all over the world. But one of them I'm in is dedicated to dumb things and crazy things and like ridiculous reactions to things they see in other plant groups. So, before I get into that though, I got a new plant, and like, this is a pothos, it's a golden one, it's a golden pothos, and I don't remember what he's called, but he looks like spaceships to me. So there's an alien in his soil that's like this big. But I got a Monstera plant, and I'm really excited about it. This one literally was just posted an hour ago from when I'm filming. They posted this picture. Wow, you can't see that. This picture. So they posted that, and that was super zoomed in. I suck. We'll try again. This. So it's an aloe on fire. It says, "This is what I think of aloes." Everybody's just kind of pissed off about it, which, like, that's really rude. You don't have to set them on fire. If you don't like them, you can just, like, give them to somebody who will love them. Honestly, you could probably take them to your local nursery, and they'd probably take them from you. I don't know that. Don't quote me, but my cat's a gymnast. But it says, "Very odd that you would even think to burn this plant. Take a picture and post it to the group. Maybe you should speak to a therapist about this. I'm sad for this plant. It could have been given to someone. Please don't share any more photos like this to our group." And then everybody's going on about like, you don't have to be doing all this. The picture was posted, and I'll pop it up, but it is a dog like laying back, all like spread eagle, and there's plants behind him, but I don't think in the original picture they blurred out or emojied over the dog's junk. But the post says, "What do you guys think about my Monstera? I think it really ties the room together." And it's really funny. I laughed so hard when I first saw this. Like, that's hilarious. I don't care who you are. And people are just pissed. They're like, "Why do you think we want to see the dog's balls? You're freaking gross." So they said, "OMG, calm down," with a crying emoji. I'm way calm, but dog ball sacks, you like those? Ooh, okay, so this one, I don't know, it looks like it was Houseplant Hobbyist, based on what's not crossed out. It says, "Help, I was out of town for a bit, and my mom house/animal sat. She put my Monstera outside the entire time. Days were where it was below freezing. Is it salvageable? At least 10 leaves are a murky brown, some yellow, and some new growth." There's 150 comments by the time like this person had screenshotted it. It was an hour in. Wait, these are out of order. Okay, somebody said, honestly, I'd lose my shit on my mom. Why in the world did she touch the damn plant to start with? Says, never lose your shit on your mom. She will remember it for the rest of her life. Buy a new plant, for Pete's sake. It takes 1/4 of a brain to know that you don't put indoor plants outside in the cold. Just because someone is a parent doesn't mean that they should never be criticized and that they always behave perfectly. Come on. There's a little far. It says, what the fuck, bitches in the market for a roundhouse to the head. Mother or not, I hope your pets are okay. This just pisses me off. Somebody says, looks like she owes you some new plants and very clear, strict, and typed up instructions for the next time she helps. Somebody replied and said, she took care of you for decades. She owes you nothing. And I'm just going to give my input on all of these things, I suppose. I don't think it takes a rocket scientist to know that if plants are typically inside, you don't put them out, especially when it's cold outside. But I mean, if they were supposed to be outside, they would have been outside, and putting them out there was just kind of reckless and shitty on the mother's end. But if it were me, if I'm being honest with you, if it were me, I would almost demand, but I would mostly request, but like halfway demand, that I get a new one, because that's really shitty. Like, if you didn't know how to take care of it, you could have asked. I didn't ask you to move my plants, I just asked you to, like, water them if they look like they need it. Or even if you're not comfortable with it, call and ask. Send me a picture like, hey, does this one need it? Hey, what's up? Like, it's not hard to just ask for help. It's not hard to just ask questions. And I don't care if you're a parent or not. If you destroy something that belongs to somebody, regardless of if it's your kid, you should replace it. I don't care if it's a plant. I don't care if it's a book. I don't care if it's a, like, plate. If you break something that doesn't belong to you, you replace it, or at least give them the money to replace it themselves. Just my opinion. This is just a meme and it's fucking funny. I feel like that's how some of the people in these plant groups are. If you are on the internet, which I'm assuming you are because you're watching this video, you know, like, a recent trend is to say, okay, boomer. And somebody posted a picture, it says, fungus be like, okay, boomer. And this is the picture that went with it. Just like the mushrooms coming out of the bottom. And there's a whole debate in the comments about whether or not okay boomer is okay to say. Wow, there's whole titties out. I'm sorry. They said, people really need to stop using the term okay boomer. It's derogatory and hugely hypocritical. Please stop encouraging its use. It's becoming an acceptable form of bullying online and it really needs to stop. The first comment to that is, you're just asking for an okay boomer. And it's true, because it's funny. They go back and forth on whether or not it's mature to say it. Here's the thing. Okay boomer started because you could not say millennial to anybody without everybody being like, millennials are mall. And I don't understand that. Millennials, first of all, are not children. Like, they're not the young kids that people are bitching about. They're, like, literally grown-ass adults. I'm pretty sure the cutoff for being a millennial, like, the youngest age you could be was, like, being born in 94. My older brother was born in 94. People were shitting on millennials all the time. So, millennials, as a, like, clap back, were like, okay, boomer, okay. Because, like, it's a boomer thing to do. And they're like, do you not see how the use of okay boomer is hypocritical? Millennials get sick of being treated as lazy idiots for being born later than the older generation and the negative connotation that goes with the term millennials. Yet they're perfectly okay doing the exact same thing by dismissing anything anyone says with the phrase, okay boomer. It's a form of online bullying. It says, I don't care what you say because you don't know what you're talking about. Yes, a 4-year-old, because she referred to the other girl as a 4-year-old. Yes, a 4-year-old. Anyone with the decent amount of emotional maturity wouldn't be trying to troll me about it right now like you are. Stop acting like a child and grow up. You want boomers and other millennials to take you seriously and treat you like a big girl, how about you start acting like one? We said, how about you stop taking a meme so personally? This is my favorite. It says, I don't care if boomers take me seriously because I'm a grown-up who doesn't need validation from others. Should try it sometime. This isn't even tea, it's just fucking funny. This is my mom. Actually, I'm just going to show you the picture, and then I'll read it to you. Look very closely at the bottom of the leaves. It says, my monstera is growing yellow dicks. What do I do with them? Pull them, spray them, eat them, sit on them? Wouldn't have a clue. I'm not even going to read this. I'm just going to show you. That tickled my butthole. I'm going to start saying that. That's funny. Dude, there was one, and I need to find it. It was rough. It was like this girl posted about how she was really depressed and she just wanted to see people's plants. And this girl commented on it, telling her, like, first of all, there wasn't a picture, I don't think. I might be wrong. But if there was, it was like a selfie with the plant at the most. You had to go stalk her page to find out what she was, like, into or whatever outside of plants, or what she was like outside of plants, because, like, we're just here to talk about plants, you know? And this girl commented and was like, you're depressed because you don't vaccinate your children, you don't deserve to have your children, you don't deserve to have a live plant, you deserve to be depressed. Like, it was rough. It was a rough post. I need to find that one, because, oh my god. But the tablet's gonna die, so I need to charge it and film the next video. I hope you liked that plant group tea. I would love to keep doing more of these, because I'm always finding crazy shit in these plant groups. And, like, people are always going nuts. So, let me know if you liked it. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next Wednesday. Bye.